So guys, I think we've just seen the worst. And I mean, the worst call in the history of sport. I think we actually might have just seen the worst call in the entire history of sport. And, like, this is a shock that it is actually not Djonai Carrington committing a flagrant foul.
DJ Carrington, one of the most controversial names in the WNBA right now. And after what went down on July 26 between the Dallas Wings and the Golden State Valkyries, her story didn't just get messy, it exploded. For months, people have been calling her out for the hard fouls, the reckless plays, the accidental hits. But this time, DJ didn't dish it. She took it.
Skylar's going down for a fast break layup. Djonai winds up and smacks her across the head, and Skylar is on the ground having a hard time getting up. But this was something where people are saying, okay, Djonai, this is happening a little bit too much for my liking. These hard fouls, these reckless plays are happening a little bit too much. And I want to show you guys one more play that was also in that game that actually injured Gabby Williams. Now, if you watch here, Gabby Williams is going up for a little mid-range jumper. Djonai jumps to try to block her, and she comes down to where Gabby Williams doesn't have enough landing space. So she lands in her landing space, and then Gabby Williams rolls her ankle.
And not just a little, she got a full dose of the very chaos she's been accused of creating. Let's set the scene. 2 minutes left on the clock. Dallas is trailing by 3. Janelle Saloon fires off a deep 3, misses. The rebound bounces awkward, and DJ Carrington, eyes sharp, starts chasing it down. But she's smart. She knows the ball's heading out, so she shields it. Classic move. Let it roll out, get the possession, simple, smart. But that's when Tiffany Hayes comes crashing in, full speed, no brakes. Slams into a stationary Carrington like a freight train, both go flying, the crowd gasps. And the refs? The refs call the foul on DJ. Yeah, you heard that right.
It is Dallas ball. But do you know what another referee called? Do you know what another referee called? So one says it's Dallas ball. Another referee, as you can see right here. Salon miss. Valkyrie's rebound. Apparently Tiffany Hayes got the rebound. And Djonai fouled Tiffany Hayes. Apparently, Tiffany Hayes got the rebound and got fouled by jumping on Djonai Carrington.
Jay was just standing there, ball heading out, no movement, no contact initiated. Tiffany Hayes barrels into her, levels her like a linebacker, and somehow DJ Carrington gets hit with the whistle. Even the most diehard fans of the Valkyries were stunned. Like, you know something's off when even the winning team's fans go silent. People were rubbing their eyes like, did I see that right? Now, under normal circumstances, a call this bad would have triggered an avalanche of outrage. Fans would flood the timeline, calling out the officiating. Analysts would break down the play frame by frame. The league would be under fire.
Black and white sports reporters, well, it doesn't matter how many times Djonai Carrington wants to get on her social media and want to claim that she's the victim and that she's not a dirty player. The league has rescinded fouls. Yeah, the league's rescinding flagrant fouls on you because it's run by a bunch of cowards. They're flagrant fouls. They're dirty plays. They're trashy plays. Someone's going to get very physically injured. At this point, Djonai Carrington, forget about it. You won't beat these allegations.
But this wasn't just any player. This was DJ Carrington. And the internet? Oh, the internet was ready. The reaction wasn't she got robbed. No, it was good, about time. Because to them, this wasn't injustice. This was karma, served cold with a side of poetic irony. Just weeks before, she'd caught headlines for elbowing Skylar Diggins, for closing out so aggressively on Gabby Williams that she left her no room to land, resulting in a nasty rolled ankle.
So the ball gets swung. Janelle Salon shoots the ball. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. So Djonai Carrington is just shielding the ball out of bounds. She's just shielding the ball out of bounds, as you do. And Tiffany Hayes tackles her to the ground. Tackles her to the ground.
Fans haven't forgotten the eye poke on Caitlin Clark either. They called her a menace, a dirty player, someone who hides behind intensity while causing damage. And when she finally got knocked down literally, most people weren't rushing to defend her. They were cheering. That's the thing about reputation. It sticks. It follows you. And when people think you've been getting away with too much for too long, the moment you get burned, they don't offer sympathy. They hand you the matchbook.
Does not look nor play like she's 35. Okay, she be bringing it to them girls each and every night. She got that, acting like that face harness, okay, like to protect her face, her eyes, her nose, whatever that is. She be look like a dominatrix to me. I be like, bro, who is that? She looks like, it's giving Scarecrow. Or like a Black Raven vibe, okay, like a hawk. Like she looks like a bird of prey, okay? And that's how she plays. She plays like a bird of prey, while the other girls in the court are just worms to her, okay? They are bird food, because she be cooking and eating everybody.
The irony was thick. DJ, who many believed had escaped punishment all season, finally gets bodied. And instead of rallying behind her, the internet piled on. Comments flooded in like a tidal wave. She had it coming. Karma's real. Now she knows how it feels. And it wasn't just fans. Even neutral analysts couldn't deny how wild that call was. By every rule in the book,
I was able to draw a foul. I'm like, what is this? I mean, she almost deleted freaking Djonai. I thought, like, I was really gravely concerned for Djonai Carrington's life and health. I'm like, did y'all not just see Tiffany Hayes just throw her body up against her and slam her to the ground? This is crazy. Literally slammed her. Djonai Carrington got pushed into a freaking old white man's lap because of Tiffany Hayes jumping on her like she ain't got no sense.
that should have been a foul on Tiffany Hayes, or at the very least a no call. But DJ, she got blamed for getting tackled. You couldn't script it better. And it didn't help that this happened in a game Dallas desperately needed to win. They'd led by 12 at one point, 12, and they let it all slip away. Golden State took advantage of that call, gained momentum, and ended the game up by 10 points. That missed call wasn't just a bad whistle, it was a turning point. A possession that could have swung Dallas's way became Golden State's leverage. And the moment DJ hit the hardwood, so did Dallas's chances. But let's not pretend this was just about one game. This was a culmination, a boiling point. A moment where DJ Carrington's past caught up to her in the most dramatic way possible. Because this league, it remembers. The fans, they remember. The commentators, they've been building a case. The Caitlin Clark eye poke, the Diggins head smack, the Ariel Atkins incident. The Gabby Williams closeout, one after another. And every time the league either shrugged or rescinded the foul. But the people watching, they didn't forget. They were building a resume in their heads. So when DJ hit the floor and got called for something she clearly didn't do, no one was shocked. They were satisfied. Now look, let's be real. DJ Carrington is not some scrub. She's not just out there gooning around. She's an athlete, a legit defender. She earned her most improved player nod. Her work ethic is real. Her numbers speak for themselves. 4 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds in 15 minutes this game. Sure, not earth-shattering, but she's a contributor. She shows up. The problem isn't her talent, it's her style, it's the perception, it's the way her game veers from aggressive to reckless. From intense to out of pocket, that's the problem. When even your own fans hesitate to defend you after a blatantly wrong call, that's not just a one-off, that's a mirror being held up to your legacy. That's your reputation speaking louder than the whistle. And it's not going to be easy to undo. The WNBA's officiating this season has been, let's call it what it is, chaotic, inconsistent, sometimes downright bizarre. But what happened to DJ Carrington wasn't just a bad call, it was a moment that exposed the league's deeper problems. Because when fans start celebrating bad officiating because of who it happened to, the game's in trouble. People should be mad at the refs. Not cheering them on for making the wrong call just because they don't like the player. That's not basketball, that's vendetta. And yet, that's where we are. DJ's name is now cemented as a symbol of controversy. She's become a lightning rod for everything fans hate about inconsistency and lack of accountability. And the league? They're not helping. The rescinded flagrants, the lack of suspensions, it's like they're enabling the chaos. At some point, somebody's going to get seriously hurt. And when that happens, there won't be any amount of PR spin or post-game statements that can undo it. This ain't about clout. This is about credibility, and the WNBA needs to get serious. About officiating, about player discipline, about how moments like this affect trust in the game. And trust me, people are watching. The DJ Carrington situation is more than just one botched call. It's a case study, a warning, a gut check. What happens when a player becomes so controversial, so polarizing that even when they're clearly wronged, no one cares? What does that say about the league, about the culture, about where we're headed? Because whether you love DJ Carrington or can't stand the sight of her, the fact remains, she didn't deserve that call. Not that one. Not like that. But maybe that's the story here. Not that she got fouled, not that the refs blew it, but that when the tables turned, no one stood up. No one. And that silence is louder than any whistle.